Welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage. Today we're going to be having a look at AGIX. Let's get into the price action and see what. So primarily what we're still looking for here is whether we actually have further continuation here to the upside, where we're looking at this as a 1, 2, looking for this as a 3, a 4, and then actually looking for a fifth wave to the upside. Now the problem is we do have a lot of chop in this beginning move. So it is also possible this could just be ABC, in which case we could actually look to actually break down deeper. So we need to be aware of this fact that we could still see a breakdown towards this 1556 to this 05528 region. Now, primarily what I'm looking for is actually that we're in a fourth wave. So this key zone is going to be this 3390 to this 1571. So we've come down into this area again. And basically what I want to see is an interaction with this previous structure here. What I would be looking out for is a potential move into this zone of this 2197, and then the lower range that I want to see and not really lose would actually be this 1571. So another thing that I would be looking for here potentially is actually coming back down into this channel line. So that could actually give us a zone where we actually have some confidence between these levels and actually, some fib levels as well as a channel to the downside. So we're going to be talking about that in a second. So if we are looking at this as a fourth wave, the way that I'm still going to be looking for that potential is actually looking for the fact that we are within something like this, where we're looking at this move as a W and X, and then we're looking for a Y wave to the downside. So that 1-to-1 would actually look to bring us here towards this 25-24 area. So this is still an area I'm going to be keeping an eye on. If we do look to break down to this descending channel we have here, that would rather be towards this zone of this 2360. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. The problem that we have here is there is potential that this could actually be looking to extend to the downside as an impulse. So we need to just be aware of that fact. And basically, if we're looking at this as a corrective move, what I would be looking at this as is something like this, where we actually have a W and X, and then we're getting a further extension to the downside. Yeah. So now I have this marked out W, X, and Y at the moment in this count is only because of the fact that this move came up and took this low. Otherwise, I would be looking at the potential that we could have something like this as an A actually into this low here, and then looking for, this is a B wave, and then looking to progress down in another 5-wave move. So this is still possible. We'll have to keep an eye on it. What I'm looking for here, if this is the case where this is actually just a 3-wave move, and then we have this as a B wave to the upside, and then we have another A, B, and looking for that C wave, would be actually coming down towards this zone here of this 2619. So that would be 1-to-1 of this as an A wave. Now, it does look like we're getting some extensions within here, and potentially what we could be looking for is actually breaking down within the structure as an impulse, but we haven't actually met that 1.618 yet. So if we break down to this 2709, what I'll be looking for is basically continuation, where we actually have this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down into those levels, then an additional fourth and a fifth. So this could actually look to bring us back down into the zone of this 2619 to this, basically to this 2619 area. Now, I do also have this marked up over here. This 1-to-1 of this as a ABC is actually a little bit higher here. So this is that 1-to-1 is there. This 1-to-1 here is of this yellow WXY. So the 1-to-1 of this is here, this 2736, which actually tie in with the idea of coming into that 1236. Now this 1236 is basically based off of looking at this as a W and X, and then we're looking for that Y wave. What we have to be careful of here is that because there is always a possibility that even if this is a corrective structure like this, we could always come down to these levels, form another X wave, and then have one more drop. So we're going to have to see how this reacts around these lower zones here. Now, like we were saying earlier, we've got that potential channel here. I want to see if we actually come back into this. We've challenged these lows here now, and at the moment we aren't finding support here, so we just have to keep an eye on it. Potentially we could see a move back down here towards this 2568, which would bring us into there. And then this lower range, just 2322, would actually bring us into this 1.618. So this is another area I'm going to be keeping an eye on, which would be this 1.618 of the W wave here. So that would actually tie in with coming back into this channel. Now, if this does extend on deeper, it doesn't mean that it can't be a corrective structure. We'll have to just see exactly how the structure forms to the downside. but I'd still be looking for potential to find support in this zone if we do break down towards the 1675 range, or alternatively, like I said, towards this channel area, which would be sitting, depending on how long this takes, it would adjust where we actually get that touch. Now, if what we need to be careful of here is because we do have that potential where this is just a B wave to the upside here, and we could potentially still look for a C wave to the downside here, which that 1-to-1 would actually be here at the 0338 region. What we need to be a little bit cautious of here is the fact that we need to just be aware that we could be starting to form, 5-wave structure to the downside. Now, the way we would be looking at this as a more bearish way is that potentially down from further back here, this could have actually been a flat correction to the upside, in which case this could be a 1, 2, and then actually we're looking to develop a bigger wave 3. So if we do actually move down towards this 1921, we have to be a little bit cautious that we aren't actually extending. So the way we'd be looking at this is basically it was a 1 here, 2 into here, and then we'd be looking to actually extend to the downside. Now, the way I'm currently looking at this would be that we have a 1, 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here, triangle for a fourth again, and now we're starting to extend in a fifth wave once again. Now, the problem with this is commonly we'll get the extension within the third wave, so it is also possible that this entire move down into this point could just be a 1, 2. And then from here, we're starting to extend out in a bigger third wave. Now, the key area for that, if we do get confirmation of it, would actually be by pushing down towards this zone here of this 20 cent 91. So if we break down directly to this 20 cent 91, we need to be careful that this is not actually, this is wave 1, this is actually wave 1 of 3. We get 1, 2, bigger move down to this zone here, 3, 4, and then we get a 5 wave move to the downside, which in that case would actually look to bring us into this lower range here of this yellow. I'm actually going to just change the color of this yellow wave 3, which would be here at this 1921. In which case, we'd have to be on the lookout, even though that would potentially interact with this channel line. We'd have to be on the lookout for the fact we don't get an additional fourth and a fifth and actually look to break down in a bigger way here. Now, this is just something we need to just to play it one step at a time, see how it develops. But basically, this is what I'm looking out for. If we continue to break down here, so in the shorter term here, if I'm looking at this move in this way, what I'm on the lookout for is that we could actually be extending out here. Like I said before, this could become 1, 2. We're still within that wave 3, 4, 5. And then we get a push down towards this 2650, 2656 area. If we do get a direct push down to this zone without actually coming back and overlapping this area here of this 30 cent 36, what we could then get is the potential that we have a third wave, a fourth wave, a fifth wave to the downside here. Now this would take us to this 26 cent range to this 25, 26. Now this wouldn't actually reach the impulsive point we'd be looking for, where we're looking at this basically as a 1 and a 2, but we'd have to wait because basically until we actually take these highs against this swing high here of this 32.90, really what this could just do is we could move down into this zone here, get an additional fourth and a fifth, and then we actually end up looking to extend even further here. So we need to just be a little bit careful here. We've got a whole bunch of 5-wave structures within this move. We need to just be a little bit cautious that, there isn't extension going on to the downside. But what we'll have to do is see if we can actually, reach these impulsive targets. If we do, I would then start to follow at least this yellow 5-wave move here, which would still tie into that possibility of coming back into that channel in the corrective count. So that corrective count would be looking for, coming back down here towards this 1-to-1, which would be here, this 25, 24. So that would actually tie in with coming into that corrective area. It's only really about breaking down below this channel that we start reaching that territory that, we are looking for those impulsive triggers. So it's going to be key to see whether we can hold this channel to the downside here. If we hold support here, potentially we could look to rally in a fifth wave, but we'll have to just obviously wait for the confirmation there. Now, if we do find support, what we could then look for is a move up towards this zone here of this $1.14 to this 82-cent range. So this would be a typical target area we'd be looking for as a fifth wave if this is actually playing out as a 5-wave sequence here. But we don't have confirmation of this fourth yet, so we need to just be cautious. Otherwise, if we start to lose this 1571, I would be looking for this 1556 area to this 0552 zone as a potential support area that we could find, some support coming. 618 would be here at this 1117. So going to be keeping an eye on this. This channel is going to be quite an interesting area. If we do continue to break down, I would be wanting to see how we interact with these levels. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below, and also in the description you will find a link to Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. As well as that, you'll find affiliate links for both Primaries BT and BYBIT down there. Both great exchanges we use on a regular basis. Check them out if you don't have an account using the affiliate. It does help support the channel, and we do appreciate it. Everyone, have a great day. See you in the next one. Take care.